my microphone, but I just wanted to make sure that I can still feel the vibe of the instrumental playing, and hopefully I don't get any type of copyrights because I don't own the right to this instrumental. But how to know if they have a soul? I know it's been a little while since I did this, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this live out. Welcome to Saved by Faith, where we don't pay to pray. Okay. Past Verified Tribe, like this live, subscribe if you feeling the world vibe. So people without souls haven't felt the true presence of the living God. They don't know what their intuition sounds like. So if you've never heard your intuition, or you don't understand what having discernment means, text me on my business text line, okay, in the description box below. It doesn't mean you don't have a spirit. It means that you have a lost soul, or your soul is fragmented. Okay? Like, and this is because their ears have been closed. And so, like, for believers, when you tell people, God is telling me, or my intuition is telling me, or my discernment was telling me, a lot of people, they're still trying to find that voice, their higher self, which is the most high God, is your higher self. He's the highest of yourself. Your true potential is God. Okay? Um, your maximum frequency is God. And God led me to Matthew 13. You know, I think it was it was a woman on YouTube. Her name is Sunray, and she said something about the revelation is more important than rest. Okay, so that's why I haven't went to sleep yet. So Jesus, and so God took me to Revelations 13 now, 13, 15, and I'm gonna read 15, but then I'm gonna go back up. Okay, I'm gonna start at 14. In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. Okay, you will be ever hearing but never understanding. You will be ever seeing but never perceiving, for this people's heart has become calloused or hard. Okay, or calcified. Okay, in the heart, your heart has been hardened, which is the soul. Okay, they hardly hear with their ears. Okay, so this is the reason why they don't know what their intuition sounds like, or they haven't heard what God sounds like. Okay, or they can't discern the difference. And they have closed their eyes, otherwise they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, with their souls, and turn and would be healed. But blessed are the eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. So you're blessed just because of your sight, of your faith, of your open soul, your ability to connect, to align with divine minds. For truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see. Okay? A lot of you have a lot of spiritual gifts, a lot of visions. You receive a lot of prophecies and hear what you hear. Okay? They long for this. And these are people who, are considered as prophets and righteous people. And they've been doing it for years and years. And here you appear. with open eyes and open ears. Okay, you have that sense, that understanding. Nevertheless, that sometimes that may be clouded. You can't close what God has already opened. Okay, listen then to what the parable of the sower means. When anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in their heart. So this goes back to the seed in Matthew 13 that was planted, that fell on the path of of what was it? The shallow soil. It sprung up fast, but it withered away just as quickly because it was shallow, it was empty, it was an empty shell, you know? Just like in God covers you video that I just did. It's the same principle. You know, people without souls are shallow. They may receive things quickly because certain seeds, things fall in their laps or their path, and things seem to spring up quickly for them, but the sun, the truth, takes it away just as fast. So not everything that is given quickly is meant to last. Okay? So the seed falling on the rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and at once receives it with joy, but since they have no roots, since that seed was planted on shallow ground, in an empty vessel, okay, that joy is short term. It only lasts for a short time, because when trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they quickly fall away, or they quickly forget. All right? And this is for any and all. People with souls and without souls experience this. Okay? Because there are times when, because everyone had to gain their soul. So at one point, all of our ears and all of our eyes were blind and lacked understanding. This is why I understand, I can relate to this. And this is not to say that people with souls are better than people without souls, because there are people without souls that still have a lot of integrity and morality. Okay, probably not the best, but they're not the worst people in the world. Okay, you're not the worst person in the world. Okay, God talks about that as well. I believe it's in Ezekiel when he's talking about the sisters and the mothers. Okay, the daughters and the mothers, and people judging because certain things about them hasn't come to the light, or there's certain truth that they are not willing to reveal about them. And they're quickly like, oh, you doing this, you doing that, you did this, you did that. When God knows everything that's been done in the dark on your behalf, and actually what they're doing isn't even as bad as what people don't know about you. Okay? But the seeds that fall among the thorns refer to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, making it unfruitful. Mm. The worries of life and the deceitfulness of wealth. Okay? When it's all about the dollar, the seed falls on the thorn. You think it's going to fall on something fruitful, and it falls on something that can hurt you and harm you, because you are so worried. We get so worried at times about poverty that sometimes people will sell their soul. And this is only for a short gratification, short-term joy. Relationships I heard a wise man say relationships are worth more than money. I believe it was Michael Jackson that said relationships, a friend is worth more than money. The bond that you create is worth with others is worth more than money. So this lighting is not it today, but it's okay. I'm still cute at the end of the day. But the seed falling on good soil refers to someone who hears the word and understands it. And this is all about spiritual growth. So this is what we all are attaining. Okay? Someone who hears the word and understands it. This is the one who produces a crop yielding 160 or 30 times what it was sold. So you stacking and flipping it. Because you now your seed is falling on good soil or good soul. It is filled with the word and the understanding and the security and the undeniable, unshakable, unbreakable covenant that God has made with you, with all of you, with all of us. Okay? The parable of the weeds. While you were asleep, your enemies came and sowed weeds among the wheat. Okay, that's the ones without the soul. While you sleep, it ain't nothing like someone who try to sneak you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like these people, all this spiritual warfare. It's like they got to do all this stuff in the dark. They can't put no spell on you in your face. You know what I'm saying? They doing it while you sleep. Your enemies coming to, you know what I'm saying? Gossiping, rumors, whatever, to drag your name down, to try to make the life that's already set up against us be even more difficult. But we we are in cahoots with the most powerful, okay? Because God will be done on earth as it is in heaven, okay? For his children are royal, okay? And so while you sleep, the enemies are sowing weeds on your wheat. So they trying to poison your seed, your crop. Okay? And when the wheat spread and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. Okay? Then the owner servant came to him and said, "Sir, did you sow good seeds in your field? Where did the weeds come from?" An enemy did this. The servant asked, "Do you want us to go and pull it up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling up the weeds, you may up I think I did this verse before. You may uproot the wheat with them. Let them both grow together until the harvest. At that time I will tell my harvester, first collect the weeds and tie them in a bundle to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring them into the barn," because they never were meant to be together. But guess what? Since we are all human, I'm gonna just go ahead and let your little flying monkeys grow on my harvest and still show you how great and powerful the Most High God is over your wickedness. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed which a man took and planted in his field, though it is the smallest of all seeds. Okay, so you could be a runt. Okay, you could have been smaller than all the rest. Okay, or they just think you small, you meek, or you weak. Yet when it grows, when you grow in faith and when you grow in spirit and when you grow in truth, it is the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree so that the birds come and perch on its branches. So this is how strong you are. You have room and this is why it feels like you have so much weight on your shoulders, because you are strong enough to carry it, and God never gives us too much that we can't carry. Okay? God is never going to give you too much that you can carry, even though you feel like it. That's just the devil trying to come in there and plant his seed, his wheat on your seed. Trying to make you forget what you hear and what you see. All right? That's why you have so much understanding of the word, of the parable. This is why God talks to us in parables. This is why Jesus was talking in parables, because it's not for everyone to hear. Because even if they heard it, they still wouldn't understand it. They still wouldn't care to understand it, because they living on Pride Rock. The one who sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed stands for the people of the kingdom. You're not here just for yourself. What you do is not only self-made. You might be self-made, but it's to help others. It's not selfish. And the enemy who sows them is the devil. So it says, the weeds are the people of the evil one. The people that's coming in there and try to poison your good fruit, try to poison your purpose, try to poison the new you, the new youth. The eyes of the youth, the ears of the youth. Okay? People who are sowing this image and this message are the evil ones. The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are angels. And this is the time that we in. As the weeds are pulled up and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will weed out of his kingdom everything that causes sin and all who do evil. You see the death toll. You see how Putin is gone, but they still trying to make it seem like he's alive. You know, when like anytime, what's in those movies, how, what was it? Was it The Fifth Element? When them aliens, the ones that could shapeshift, whenever they leader dies, they don't fight. They're disarmed. It's like once their leader crosses over, it's like they don't fight until they have a new leader. So they in critical times right now. So they're like, who's gonna replace him? Who's gonna replace him? I don't know if he have a son, but and I've already been given these prophecies of the death toll this year, and you know what I'm saying, this new variant and things like that going on. A lot of things are going on. It's a lot of people who are in high places. They're even, committing suicide. They're being sacrificed. Like, it's a lot of things going on, and this is why. But even the ones who are innocent, it's because their enemies are planting weeds in their sleep. And this is why God is sending out his angels. Because the evil ones will be thrown in the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and and gnashing of the teeth. This just sounds like that Kanye West song. He's like, "Is this the way that I'm on? I get a gnashing of the teeth, and then it lives, it lives." Okay, God lives, and the righteous will shine like the sun of the kingdom of their Father. Whoever has ears, let them hear. When you have ears, you have understanding. Listen to your heart. You will understand. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in the field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Because only you can see your vision. Only you can see God's vision. Because your eyes are open. This is how you know you have a soul. Your ears are open. This is how you know you have a soul. You're gaining access. That's how you know when you found great value. You know, heaven is more valuable than anything that we see, anything that we can touch in this physical world. And that's why God is talking about the parable of hidden treasure and the pearls. You are that hidden treasure. You are someone's little piece of hidden treasure, hidden heaven. And when they found you, or when they find you, this is reminding me of a song I wrote. Knowing that I found you is worth more than the value. Been in heaven since I vowed to. Honor my spirit, now that's the value. Yes, you are worth more than the value. God, thank you. And when someone finds you, you are going to be appreciated. They're going to find you. They're going to be like, I'm going to sell everything. I'm going to invest in you because you are, you know, my eyes are open and my ears are open. Maybe this is how you found your kingdom spouse, your husband or your wife. You heard God. You saw the signs. And you didn't tell nobody. It's like, hey, I ain't tell nobody about this. I found one. You know? It's like a net. That's reminding me of Django. He's like, once you get a little taste, you caught. He said he got a taste of the Negro love. Oh my gosh. When this is full, the fishermen pulled it up on the shore. Then they sat down and collected the good fish in basket, but threw the bad away. This is how it will be at the end of the age. Okay, what did I say? Out with the old and in with the new. This is how it will be at the end of the age. The angels will come and separate the wicked from the righteous. This is why you can't go back, because you are righteous and they are whack. And throw them into the blazing furnace with the weeds that they tried to plant for you in your sleep, where there will be weeping and moaning and groaning of the teeth. Okay? Have you understood all these things? Jesus asked. Yes, they replied. And with that being said, I hope you guys gain a little more faith in the receiving of this message, because God said all we need is the faith of a mustard seed. I'm gonna see if my brightness will go up. It doesn't matter. I love you guys with the grace and the mercy of Christ. Until next time, stay in line with Divine Mind. Don't forget to check um, the description box below to learn more about me, prayer requests, prophetic guidance for free. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.